things that I used. Um, Definitely the act method, which runs over and over and over again. I used uh, get world, return the world that the actor lives in. I used that. Um, is at edge. I used that. Get x, get y. I used that. If you click on these, it shows you how to use them, uh, or it gives you hints on how to use them. Um, and I'll show you how I used that. Is at edge, I definitely used. Is touching, I definitely used. Um, and here, so it's like inside. Ooh, remove touching. You could do that. That's nice. I didn't use that. I used is touching. So it's a bool. It returns a boolean, and I said if is touching, and then here it says if you pass no, it will just check for all the actors. So instead of all of this stuff, I put no. You could say, I guess you could pass it multiple arguments. This is a list. We haven't talked about that. Maybe I'll make videos later, but we don't need a list for this. So uh, you could, if is touching, and it returns a boolean true or false if they touch, and it's inside the actor method, so it keeps going over and over and checking over and over and over again. If is touching, and I put no inside here because it just checks all actors. If I wanted to say, if I had like three things here, spaceship, a space pig, and a planet, and I only wanted to check to see if the planet and the spaceship crashed, then I'm thinking, I mean, I haven't tried this, but I'm thinking that you can just put in the two classes for spaceship and whatever the planet is named. And then it'll only check if those are touching, and it won't do anything if it touches a pig. But I used that for sure. Is touching. I definitely used move. That's how to move stuff. I used set image, and I'll walk through how to set image. It's pretty simple. Set location, no, I didn't use that. I used turn towards. Turn towards just makes it so that the actor turns toward a specific x and y coordinate. So that's what I did for this. I did is key pressed and then turn toward. That's what I used for that. Take a look at the card chooser video, and it shows you how to use the key pressed stuff. But there you go. That's what I did for that. And yeah, let's take a look at get world, because I did some stuff like how to. Oh, that was me looking at stuff. Oh, here we go. I just googled stuff, detecting and removing actors and making methods. So I was just looking at, and I scrolled all the way down, and I was like, what is this? World.remove objects. You will need, if you want to use what I had. What is that? Answers. What was it? What were they saying? I wanted to use, I can't remember what it was. Get world. Oh, is touching. So what I did was inside one of my actor classes, this is a worm class, I said world, and I created an instance of world called world, didn't assign it anything, and then I got the world that the spaceship was in. So this was inside my spaceship class, and then I got the world and I said world dot is touching. So anything in the world, if world dot is touching, I think that's what I did. I'm gonna pause it and double check. I think. And then option pause. Just kidding. I never used that at all. I didn't use the world part. I just said is touching, because if I use is touching inside this class, it uses like, well, yeah, I never did this either. It works if you just use is touching as a boolean. Is touching, and then just put null, and then whoop, there's my code for some of it at least. I didn't want to show that. Oh well. What's this? You know what? I think that's good enough. I'll end the video there. Hopefully it's pretty straightforward. This with the past videos for this assignment or for this week, I think should be enough. I might upload some example stuff, well, maybe not. But yeah, it's fairly simple, and I'm gonna be done now. Goodbye.